luckily have the amazing and wonderful Luigi. So please, warm round of applause for Luigi Coppola.
Oh, drowning with his gold, 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 oh. Through the waves and wind of gold, here comes a pirate sparkle. He lives and will be for things of gold. His dreams all set on just on. Oh, drowning with his gold, oh, drowning with his gold, oh, drowning with his gold, oh. Drowning with his gold, mounting ships from dusk till dawn, with cutlass sharp and cannon storm, the crew all cheer. And the chest soon fills, he thunders, robs, he wins, and oh, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold. Faithful night, like full moonlight, he spies a ship in sail so white. He charts a course with greedy grin, but Jones has hands for all this ship. Oh, drowning with its gold, drowning with its gold, drowning with its gold, drowning with its gold. Away more between the ships, as decks, as fleets of sails or set, but see this sun, whose tide will win, with crashing wave and raging wind. Oh, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold. Tempest, thunder, dark sky, the pirate meets a wounded eye, with gold in hand, he sinks below the ocean's deep, a selfless soul. Oh, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold. Laying low in rock or hole, a tale of grief forever told. He rests his end in Davy's touch. The pirate grave is gold, to what a drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold, drowning with his gold. Oh, drowning with his gold. What up? How are we doing?
Yay!
Oh my God! I'm done. Well, I'm done. That's it. So thanks very much for having me. My name is Luigi Coppola. I'm a poet. I am celebrating my debut poetry collection. I know, there's 20 pages in this one. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I can offer you a discount if you don't need to. So, this next piece, I'm going to divide the audience into two. It's a bit weighted this side. So let's, yeah, excellent, cheers. Let's have this side here. If I point to this side, I want you to shout out the word glove.
Glove.
Perfect. If I point to this side, or include those lovely people at the back there on this side, can you shout out the word sock?
Sock.
And if it's a bit late, that's fine. There's always one, that's fine. And if I do this, folks, can you all collectively shout out the most important word in the English language, which is?
Yes.
I think someone said love. No, it's all there. Oh, of course it's love. Of course it's love.
Love.
Let's all need take a sip. This is called the glove and the sock. The
Glove
and the
sock
had hardly met. They lived quite separate lives. What each they thought they knew of one was gossip, rumours, lies, the looked down upon the
sock
and thought it dull and flat with stubby fingers, bald and carved. Well, what was the point of that? But on the other foot, the
sock
I thought the
glove
a brood it hung above the floor, so I just pointing, which is rude. The thought badly of the
sock
the thought lesson.
glove
They screamed and moaned and teased all day as if they couldn't.
glove.
And this went on and on and on. The tailor wore a smile. A tailor tailor of textile talent ran across the tailor. You were married, taking great start, but then one night, all thimbled up, toiling hard to finish work, became distracted by din. Those two both go berserk. Now, the tailor, said Space, didn't like the string, did you? No, of course not. And hating chorus more, set out to teach them both a lesson neither could ignore. Taking needle and some thread, they sewed and sewed and sewed. And when they woke, oh shock, oh fright, oh wicked curse bestowed the had now become the was now the was low instead of high in the in above. The tailor laughed. Hey! The tailor locked in the pet and in the others locked the forever now the forever together now they had to work to help and teach the other and now and must live life as the other felt all the weight of man, but learned to hop and skip and run. Got battered by the weather, but saw much more of the sun. Now tickled every toe instead of pinching the cheek. Kept his toasty warm and didn't sweat or reek. Saw how was true and kept the feet all snug. Saw how was great at handshakes or a hug. Learned the lesson in through the years. They lived their lives, were never seen apart. And the last time, and each palm and soul and heart. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me know if there's time. I will keep going until you can stop or draft off like imaginary. So this is the original words to quite famous nursery rhyme. There was no lady that swallowed a fly. Well done, go start. But it was changed for political reasons. There was a young species that wiped out the bees, polluted the breeze, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a dread species that drowned all the cats, skinned them, and wrung them, and swung them in sacks. They drowned the cats and wiped out the bees, tightened their squeeze, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a strange species that slaughtered the hogs, violent epilogues for all the hogs. They slaughtered the hogs and drowned the cats, skinned them and wrung them and swung them in sacks. They drowned the cats and wiped out the bees, increased the degrees, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a blind species that butchered the tigers, to satiate buyers with the skins of the tiger. They butchered the tigers, slaughtered the hogs, drowned the cats, skinned them and wrung them and swung them in sacks. They drowned the cats and wiped out the bees, brought a deep freeze, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a hateful species that hunted the rhinos for ivy. They disposed of all of the rhinos. They hunted the rhinos and butchered the tigers. They butchered the tigers, slaughtered the hogs, drowned the cats, skinned them and wrung them and swung them in sacks. They drowned the cats and wiped out the bees. Spread a disease, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a cruel species that culled all the elephants. Oh, what malicious negligence to cull all of the elephants. They culled the elephants, hunted the rhinos, butchered the tigers, they butchered the tigers, slaughtered the hogs, drowned the cats, skinned them and wrung them and swung them in sacks. They drowned the cats and wiped out the bees, brought a deep freeze, wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a mad species that murdered the whales, sawed off the tails of all of the whales. They murdered the whales, culled the elephants, and hunted the rhinos, butchered the tigers, they butchered the tigers, slaughtered the hogs, drowned the cats, skinned them and wrung them and swung them in sacks. They drowned the cats and wiped out the bees, polluted the seas, wiped out the bees, turned off all the TVs. There was a lost species that cut down the forests, slitting your wrists, cutting down the forest. They cut down the forest and go to the world. Go to the world in front of the elephants. In front of the elephants, 100 runners. 100 runners butcher the ducks. They butcher the ducks, sort the horses. The horses driving the cats. Skinned the one with the spot on the sack. Driving the cats and wiped out the bees. Pulverized trees. Wiped out the bees. Tell me why, please. There was a doomed species that blew up the planet. Damn it! Thank you very much. So my daily collection is a collection of art and words. Thank you. Carla, can I get some help again? While I do this next piece, could you wander around and show everyone this picture? That's right. You get 10% commission of 0, by the way. It is the first art that Mark Charlotte and I worked together on. I have 2 kids, one 17-year-old, one 15-year-old. Ups and downs, as you can imagine. And this is called What Old Father Earth Asked of His Daughter. My daughter, come and stay. No, my father, I cannot play. But I have built a world for you at the auction house. I'm sorry, father. It will not do. Well, what of the trees that dance in the breeze? I am sorry, father. They will not please. And what of the cave where sprites reign? I am sorry, father. I do not crave. And what of the stream where fish strove and beam? I am sorry, father. I am not keen. Then tell me, child, what do you need? What can I make to keep you a seed? I am sorry, father. I need the sky, where my mother is free to fly. I need the sea, where sisters drift. I need the mist, where grandmothers sift. It is not you. You are not to blame. You are. But father and daughter are not the same. You build on earth and you call it home. My kid and I, we must rove and we must roam.
Then I will rumble, and I will quake, I will destroy, and I will make, I will cave in, I will tear down,
I will burn and I will drown unless, oh child, oh daughter, you stay. Oh no, my father, not even a single day. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was from you, Mark. Outstanding, right? My last piece. This is a poem where I need a bit more help with. If I point to you individually, I want you to shout out, or whisper, or tell me to get lost, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. The word no.
no,
The word. Super. If I point to you, it's no. If I do this, I want you all collectively to whisper the word maybe. Spooky, lovely. And if I do this, can you all shout out the word yes?
Yes.
This is called the origin of the word.
Yes.
In the beginning, the word was
No.
the word
No.
came from nothing. The word
No.
came from nowhere.
No.
Was was all, was the way, was it. There was nothing, naught, zero, absence, whatever the Latin for no is. Let alone anything, simply, sublimely, limitlessly. However, trying to spell itself, cracked, began to doubt, then came into being, was never quite sure of itself, was definitely not, but was certainly not even defined, was desperate, was a delay, maybe was hiding a half-empty lighter in a half-full pocket, and was always in the shadow of hey! One night, cold and twilightless. Don't look away. You perfect. It was worth the wait. And maybe met. No. And not greedy there. Saw something to cancel out in one another. No. And maybe shook hands. Can you find someone you don't know? Shake their hand. Extra points, you can get up and do that. Hey, ask them how they are. Well, ask them their name. Ask if they're doing anything later tonight. You might get lucky. No one may be met, shook hands, and created out of their own doubtful negativity the word.
Yes!
The idea of,
Yes!
the concept of,
Yes!
and then, my children, suddenly anything seemed possible, all from the word.
Yes!
Well, you can share anything online from objectives now. Otherwise, have a lovely evening. Have a lovely night. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Lovely. I'm glad you did get yes in there, because when you said what to make the form word up, yes, instead of love.
Ah, the delay.
I'm sorry about that.
No,
So, I've had a great evening. You've been amazing. Massive all round of applause for the evening. Do you reckon, can we do one more?
Me?
Do you want to do one more?
I can do.
Rock and roll, man. Encore, yeah? We have one more for the evening. We've come quite a long way. It's so much fun. So, please, a warm round of applause for Luigi!
Okay. This is called Some Street. If you want to click on any particular line on any particular line that applies to you, you can do. If I don't hear any clicks, that might be a good thing. Wait see. Some streets have doors that don't open. Some streets have curbs waiting to be fitted. Some streets have curtains that hide the inside. Some streets have cars with scratches on every side. Some streets have houses that cast no shadows. Some streets have faces lined with sorrows. Some streets have mouths that never show smiles. Some streets have streetlights that don't work for miles. Some streets have bus stops without the right timetables. Some streets have shoes tangled in cables. Some streets have chimneys without any smoke. Some streets have stumps where there used to be oats. Some streets have drains too mucky to be flowing. Some streets have bins that are always overflowing. Some streets have engines revving all night. Some streets have balloons popping mid-flight. Some streets have gutters filled to the brim. Some streets have fences with spikes around the rim. Some streets have posh ends where the grass is greener. Some streets have poor ends where the grass smells stronger. Some streets have graffiti saying that I'm a wanker. Some streets have flight attendants that are ranker. Some streets have blind with nothing to do with this TV. Some streets are definitely do, but watch TV. Some streets of swine swallowing pearls. Some streets of old men waving at schoolgirls. Some streets of screaming at 2 a.m. in the morning. Some streets of clubs that are so boring. Some streets of reporters that put them on someone's list. Some streets of neighbours that when you first move in, they seem really nice, but are actually really racist. Some streets have screens flickering on dry eyes. Some streets of sunset, but never sunrise. Some streets of moons half empty, never half full. Some streets of pubs with hardly anyone in them at all. Some streets of parks with signs that say keep off. Some streets of empty Vannevar bottles everywhere instead of Smirnoff. Some streets of empty white lightning bottles everywhere instead of Magners. Some streets of that bloody Baby Shark song on repeat and never Wagner's. Some streets of cafes with fighting faces of one. Some streets of gunshots to duck or run from. Some streets of clothes signs or all the local bars. Some streets of pigeon shit covering cars. Some streets of dog shit everywhere dogs are always barking. Some streets of cat shit where cats are always screeching. Some streets of fox shit where foxes are always fucking. Some streets of sugar street covered with sores. Some streets of disease without any cures. Some streets of husbands settling scores. Some streets of children up against doors. Some streets of the fallen holding onto floors. Some streets are fighting. Endless, pointless, no-win wars. That's some streets. Now tell me about yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Louise. That was amazing.